able to do our reactions early. Of course, the whole day with lessons, and then I was also working on my book that I'm almost coming to an end, a grade 10 book. I'm left with about 2 chapters and assessment part, so I'll be through. And I hope that, of course, the customers I get, some of them are here. Welcome, welcome. And if you need grade 10 book, welcome. By next week, we'll be having a book out. So I'm really ensuring that I do a lot of research and write a very relevant book that will add value to the learners and at the same time enhance teachers in their instruction process. Of course, with CBC, there is a new structural way of teaching that should engage the students at the same time, allow you to assess them while the lesson goes on. So welcome, welcome, and be ready for grade 10 and grade 11 book. I'm going to make sure that I write them flowing, the language ones and then literature. Of course, literature, you have 2 textbooks, one fictional and another non-fiction. So be set. We are going to get to work, and feel free to make inquiries or check on me anytime as soon as you need, because I've been working through 7 chapters and I'm now finishing chapter 8 and 9 plus the assessment area tomorrow. And then I'll just get to sit down and do a lot of engaging, what I have seen around, and also make sure that I expand my book. It won't be so voluminous, but at the same time, it will be a worth book for guiding the learners in grade 10. Because after all, the current syllabus is allowing us to facilitate learning and not really to be at the center of teaching. We are not know-it-all. It is much allowing the learners to do it. And of course, in the current focus, we are going to actually allow learners to do more and also to check. Unfortunately, maybe most learners don't have the devices necessary for research. But based on the new syllabus, they are supposed to be ICT complacent, meaning they are supposed to be ready to research and engage in very involving task, actually. Because when it comes to visuals and all those things, students are supposed to have devices. So I don't know whether the system of the schools is going to change to accommodate that. But so far, that's what I've seen. And again, I'm seeing like the interaction with the sounds, fluency, pronunciation is a bit of changed from what it was. So at grade 10, students are going to engage in blended sounds. They are going to go through the ng sound, the fu sound, and the variety sounds of s. They are going also to go through variety of sounds for, that is the ch and the j and the j. So that aspect there. Then they are going obviously to have writing, but the function writings that have come at grade 10, you'll realize letters of apology, emails, letter of appreciation, letter of acceptance, things that have not been done previously. So welcome to grade 10, and of course I'll be going deeper into it once I get time. But for now, it's about a reaction. So I'm giving about 2 minutes or 3. Once people are here, we will proceed. So welcome. Okay. So guys, welcome once more. Our reaction will be short again because I just need about 30 minutes for this. Then I can go to others. I don't have to really take a whole hour on this. Now, I hope you saw Iamarwa's video, was it yesterday? And I was so much shocked at whatever he was sharing, actually. And maybe as a reaction, I have to bring out what he said and then ask you, what do you think about this? And let me bring it out first. Then I can ask you to let me know what you think about this. It was such a shocking video. And reaction is reaction. I don't know why some people think that when you react towards them, maybe you're obsessed. What is obsession, by the way? We react towards so many people, a lot of people, actually. When you check on most reactors who are not focused on one person, we react towards so many people. So if you would say we're obsessed, then I think you have a confused kind of mind that thinks that people who mention you is because they have some obsession for anything. And I don't think that is the situation. Let me just bring out this video. I think it's this one. I think it's this.
I'd always heard so much about Dubai. But what drew me here was the search for true adventure.
Imanga. Let me see.
First, I want to say, please subscribe to my... that's a fun channel. Yes, that's a fun channel. It's not my channel.
Oh, no.
It's a fun channel, okay?
No.
It's a fun channel. My channels are like this. I feel a little frustrated that someone is trying to play with my YouTube.
What is this? It must be this. I don't know. You mean my bundles are working out on this as early as this? Yeah, so what's happening? So actually in that video, maybe I'm waiting for it to play. I don't know why the site can't be reached so far. Whether it's my bundles or something working against it. I just don't know. Janelle Nyachwa saying now. How comes the phone is working, the computer is not working? Let me just check again. Hello, Janelle Nyanjwa, welcome. Welcome to the channel and I appreciate your presence. Thank you so much for showing up. I just don't know what is working against the computer because I'm trying to connect and I see it's not working. Oh. It seems my phone is not connected to the computer, actually. Yeah, I see. Connected now. Yeah, so of course yesterday's video or the previous days, wherever it is, I wanted to play it here. And then boom, I couldn't actually get to it. But I think this is the video Marwa did and I don't know. We don't understand whether it is the reality about the current situation he's experiencing. That's what many people think.
Those who have subscribed, please,
let's see this.
country. And right now in Kenya, actually, a lot of people that you abuse other people on social media, they take you to court, and at the end of the day, most people are being awarded like 6 million. That is like close to 50,000 USD. So don't worry. One day, my friend, I'll wake up a rich man. Me, I'm collecting information. Let them keep doing whatever they want.
Okay.
Okay? Fluctuated. Don't even think about them. Yeah, let me worry about someone supporting me like Real Change. Thank you, Real Change. You always come for me big time. Thank you. First time you've logged in into my YouTube. Me, I will keep doing the best. I'll keep doing what I do best. Nothing will take me down.
Yeah, so at first I really liked that part where he was talking about keep doing what is best for himself. He will focus, he will be determined, just like even DEE MWANGO also in her video. She said she's determined to do what she gonna do. But then it reaches a time, I think it's flaring of emotions or whatever it is, then they come out and react just like some reactors I see out there with a lot of abuses. And I was like, what is this? What is happening? Because I didn't expect Marwa to come out and say what he said. It was so shocking for him to begin saying he's ready to donate kids all over the place, that if people who are talking about him are obsessed, then he's ready to actually offer donations of kids to them so that they actually will be having them around them. I was like, what an outrageous statement to say. Because if all the people whom people react towards, let's say politicians, teachers, we have pastors like Nganga and so many other people could come out and say this statement. If they came out and said this, I don't know. I just don't know, because what I know is once you become a brand, and I think I appreciate that at least today, DEE MWANGO has said the reactors are very important people in the lives of them as individuals because they help their brands to grow. And in fact, they work for them. That's what, for once, she has actually testified that reactors are very important people in the lives of those they react to. And I think when you look at reaction videos or rather channels, there are so many currently. Why are they coming out? It's because it's a niche that YouTube created for individuals. And of course, people like gossip, right? You come to Facebook professional, people like gossip. Anything to do with gossip, lifestyle, people will run to it and watch. And of course, people are looking for money out there. YouTubers, Facebook content creators, whatever, and any other place, whether it is opera. How many of you know about opera news, by the way? It's one of the places I just learned recently that you can create articles. And of course, you just create articles from those that already exist. But you can be timely to create from something that was posted 2 minutes ago, and you do something related to that. And then you make money out of it. So I don't think actually it is worth discouraging people that they don't do content creation. I would be so glad if people started actually reacting towards me once I become popular, because they are helping me to grow. And I think today, at least, DEE MWANGO did appreciate that. You have seen a lot of politicians, however much they may not like some extraneous, extremes, they still don't attack those who are reacting towards them or even posting information about them. Why? They know these people are making them relevant. Relevance is being created. And so sometimes I wonder when some people, those who call themselves team whatever, or moderators, when they keep deleting or rather attacking those who are doing such content or whatever, it's unfortunate because these people will not stop it. It is a niche that was created by YouTube. No wonder YouTube does not penalize them. It allows them, it pays them. So of course, maybe people don't just like the approach which people or individuals use. But again, you may not restrict how people will talk about somebody, because people have different opinions, perspectives, and that is why diversification is allowed. You can't expect that all people will talk in this specific manner about you. That is why politicians have people who talk about their ills. There are those who talk about their positives. There are those who talk about two sides. And that is how life is. You can't expect all people to just come and celebrate you. And yet, as a human being, you know, you can never be perfect. There are times you err. There are times you do always what is right. There are times you do what is the best. So sometimes people will appraise what you're doing that is right. Sometimes there are those now who look at the ills and focus on that. And there are times those who will show the both sides. And it's very rare to find people who are showing both sides. Again, it's either people will show the negative or the positive or just that. But having people who share both, very rare. Unless it is a situation where somebody is writing an autobiography or biography. So let's get to see this part. I don't know why it's not coming quickly.
Every day, people
What
juggle
is
so
this?
many different tools just to get work done.
Commercial
A
break.
simple task turns into a
Because maybe, I don't know, maybe it's my dad. You know? A lot of people have always thought this is my son or this is my daughter. And one day they do a DNA and they're shocked. So even if it turns out like he's my dad or not, I don't care, my friend. Me right now, I'm a grown man. All I care is how can I be a good father to my son and to my future kids. And if they want to see their grandson, I have Mzee Luis. One day, I'm just collecting evidence. I took one guy who was harassing me. And I will never, even on my dead body, I will never recognize anyone as my... if you want to visit Kenya, I'm still having a challenge with my... I was able to support my village full time. That will be my legacy. I was able, through my influence, everybody, another big donation coming from Mark. It's so draining. You know, guys, me, I cannot talk negative stuff for so long. Even my own family members, I cannot condone them to push negativity or this or just like just something negative, you know, or complain. I don't stand them. I cannot stand. My energy can't stand them. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to be here. I'm wondering if someone wakes up in the morning, talks about negativity, all yeah, bro or sister. Oh my God, that's crazy, you know. So they should be happy. They should be happy. Even there are some women who abuse me and abuse my family. They should be happy. The panties they are wearing is from courtesy to Maro. They should be so happy that there's a guy called Maro who went out, pushed to the limit, built a brand, built a name, slept in buses for like 22 hours, cruised through India's village, cruised through Mexico, cruised through everywhere to build a brand that it is today. And through that name, Marwa, they can sit down and talk about it and feed their family. You should be grateful, my friend. Otherwise, I can promise you this. You will never find peace with that money you're making. That one I can assure you. And something funny about me, guys, and I'm not a God, but I can tell you, when I say something, it happens. When I say, like, God really stands by my side. Is when, for example, when I tell you, I'm going to do something, I'm going to buy a car, I'm going to do this. It always happens. It always happens. Always.
Okay, so I listened to that part. It's not particularly what I meant to actually show, but if we talk about that, if it is true that whatever he says actually happens, can he also appreciate that there are things he doesn't say but they happen, and there are things he doesn't know but they happen? You know, of course, everybody in life, if you testify something or you plan that something will happen, it will happen. And there are cases where sometimes we say some things will not happen and they don't happen. Or even we say they will happen and they don't happen. Or we say they'll not happen, they happen. So once it happens, we can't really justify that we have that ability to Of course, human beings are next to God. God himself says we are made in his image. So everybody has that ability to actually state something in their life that we are going to make it, they make it. Or if they say, here I feel like it's difficult, and then it tends to be difficult. So you can't, I've seen people who justify sometimes, I don't know, human beings are funny, who justify things that they happen, that they have some godly powers. When they say something, it happens, or when they don't say, things don't happen like that. If economy is hard, it's hard. So you cannot say that it's happening or it fails to happen because of you. So actually Marwa came up to say that when he says something, it happens. Then I was like, what about those things that don't happen? Did he even know that Rosho would go away with the son? Did he think that that would happen? Did he also know but that maybe one day there would be a rainstorm that happened, then everything would come down, the solar panels? Did he even know that the horses would die? You know, sometimes when we say some things, you bring around a lot of questions. And that's why we say, when you are working as a brand, don't expect that people will come out praising, all of them praising you. Some of them will look at what you are saying, what you are doing, and what is happening around you and question. So you don't expect that all people will be just coming to kneel on their on their knees and praise and worship and say, yeah, here there is a godly image and therefore we must go as it is. But there is an outrageous statement. I don't know. I thought it was this video. I don't know why it's happening that I'm not seeing this. Teresa. So of course within that video he said he would plan to go somewhere. There's this video actually, I don't know why I'm failing to get it. He plans to go back to traveling, which is okay. It's okay because he was doing well as a traveler. Yeah. There's this video, not 41 minutes ago. It must have been yesterday. Let me just again go to this.
Stay tuned. Very soon we'll start traveling.
Yeah, so of course Maro promised that he will be traveling again by which month? Was it May? Not May, March. But I'm just looking for this part. I don't know why it's lost. Yeah, so somebody dropped a comment on his channel saying, if you don't have haters, you are not doing anything right. Another one said, I found out last November my fake one was buried in Kenya. I feel nothing that says enough. The other one dropped a comment saying, Agnes Kiare, hello. I don't know. I wish somebody would direct me to that video. I watched it, but I just didn't remember the title. And I may not get it anytime soon, but it was such a funny video. It was such a funny video. Yeah, so thank you so much, Agnes. So I don't know, actually, whether we are just talking about general subscribers or team or whatever. How do you feel about that video he did, actually promising that the people were obsessed? And he indicated that whether they are positive or negative reactors, they keep mentioning his name to earn a living. And of course, he mentioned that even whatever they are wearing. And I laughed at that, actually, that whatever they are wearing, including the innerwears, is bought from his name. I was like, really? It's so funny. It's quite funny. But I was like, you are a brand. Should you necessarily come this low to begin addressing, like there's a point at which I think Maro is getting so affected by that separation with Rosho, and the way he's talking, he doesn't actually want to evaluate his words. He's just talking. And some of these things possibly may affect his brand. I don't know. Depending on the brands he wants to sell with, I don't think it would be appropriate when you look at the kind of choice he's making. In the first place, this aspect of actually considering to address his father on YouTube and then repetitively doing it, because this is the second time he's addressing the same manner. And whatever he's saying, most of the people don't feel it's right, actually. Because it depends. Maybe unless it's a brand that shows that even an abandoned child can thrive. I don't know. There are so many brands out there. So I didn't actually like that video that he kept talking about that aspect of donating. And kept saying that either if they are male reactors, they should take to him the wives. And he's a real lion, he can work. And within very few days, once he's set out of YouTube, then they'll be having his kids. And if they are female reactors, they present themselves or request for donation, and then they'll have his kids. I think it was an outrageous statement to make. It didn't actually occur well with me. I'm trying to look for that video, but I don't know. Or maybe it was deleted. I can never tell. But I saw that through BBTV reaction. I don't know. Maybe I can go use that one. I can use her video, but I don't like using some other person's video because anything can happen. They can strike or something. Let me just see.
New Melisol by L'Oreal Paris. Our patented molecule, stronger than 13 leading anti-dog.
Yeah, I think it was here. Here. I'll play from the background. I don't want to show it.
Every single day talking about negativity. Maro did this, Maro did that, Maro did me. Hey, my friend, give me your wife. I see you love me so much. Give me your wife. I give you a Maro child. At least, maybe that is a fair game. Maybe that's a fair game because you love Maro too much. Just carry my gene. Give me your wife. Now what can I say, Jamie? You love Maro too much. Just give me your wife. You see, at least I have my son. For sure I can produce. I can produce. I have no doubt. If you really love Maro gene so much, too much, just give me. And me, I'm a real lion. Right now I'm working hard. Maybe I'm working like I am feeling tired. But if you bring your wife, I'll just pause 1 week. My friend. I don't want to sound rude. 1 week of hard work of Maro, my friend, because you cannot work hard, I know. You're waiting Maro to post a video for you to sit there and respond and talk. Give me your wife. Or if you are a woman, you talk about Maro every day. You love this Maro so much. Eh? I can actually donate my sperms to you. I can actually donate, either directly or indirectly. I swear before God. And I'm using God not in vain. I mean, like, I don't want to mention names, but like those ladies I always see, they look so desperate to mention my name. I swear I can give them my sperm. I swear I can give them my sperm. I'm not making a joke. I swear I can. Because they love me too much, not even this is obsession. So instead of them crying, I can go to a clinic here and donate. Or if they want one-on-one, they speak to my wife. If my wife says yes, I want 10 kids to grow. Eh? I can, I swear, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. This is not a joke. Don't say he wasn't. This I say categorically is not a joke. If they want Maro so bad, I can go to a clinic and donate my sperm. I can. I will not be the first one to donate super gene sperm. I will not. I don't want my wife to get mad with this, but let's say you are a family and let me notice.
We, Annabelle, unakula managu ama sukuma? Nini? Ama mito? Managu ya jana? Unajua managu ama unasema tu managu? Unataka mito yenye tulidondoa hapa ama unataka managu? Managu. Alafu ukifika kwa meza unaanza kuangalia macho. Poor Malim, look at you. All right, guys, we broke from the video somehow, and the network also was wahala. So Agnes Kiaria was here, Janelle Nyanchwa was here, and maybe many other people will be watching this. So continue subscribing to the channel. We are now at 3,448 subscribers, right? We are going to get, of course, more. I believe in you. So don't let me down. Continue subscribing, like the video, share, and we continue with the journey on YouTube growth. Of course, my channel doesn't only do reaction. Reaction is just part of it, but it does lessons, it does vlogs, it does the political reaction. And the reason why I did this, I realized that my audience are diversified. When I do a political video, there are those who really come about so much. When I do a social reaction, again, there are those who focus on that. And then lessons, there are those who particularly come just for that. And vlog, of course, is just something to also spice everything around whatever I do. So, of course, you heard that video I played in the background before I was busy and stopped doing the reaction. I don't know what you think. But I'm just looking at the perspective of the fact that these people who are popular become brands. And when you become a brand, you actually sell to different companies. Some companies want the moral aspect. Maybe they want you to be a guide, kind of exemplary or typical classical archetype to model or something like that. So, of course, when I listened to what Marwa said, I was a bit disappointed actually in what he said, because he doesn't know when he's addressing the people who mention his name. Of course, people mention his names whether they are appreciating him or whether they are critiquing what he does. And I know what really makes him mad is by those people who critique. He just wants people maybe to be happy and celebrate him. But unfortunately, when he was mentioning these people, he just mentioned that those who keep calling his name all the time, okay? And saying, Maro did this, Maro did that. I was like, do you know even newspapers keep creating information about people who are popular? And I saw there is this lady who Gachagua mentioned that she organized for the goons. Do you know she was so happy? She said that she has been struggling to appear on papers, and at least now Standard has made her popular on papers. I think that should be the spirit. That should be the spirit from the brands. People actually coming out and mentioning, giving your name. the highlights all the time. It is such a pleasure actually to have that. And of course, if you want to know that while these people speak against, maybe just because we have their teams currently telling them that, on the other side, they appreciate reactors. And I want to play a video that DEE MWANGO did. Was it today or yesterday? She did a video, and in the video, she was actually acknowledging that reactors are very important in her life because they are like employed by her. That's what the word she used. Let's just spendi kukumbusha mtu kitu chenye anafaa kufanya mwenyewe. Yeah, so let's check on D. The video she did, I appreciate that at least for once she recognized the need for reactors. However much she may be actually sometimes turn sarcastic and also say they must stop. The reality is that these people cannot want reactors to stop reacting towards them. There are people who actually get interested to watch them because of just how reactors are mentioning them. And this is what she said. I think it's on this video. While she was stopping people from dropping messages to Piotr.
The Russians came and they took me away before I could even say goodbye.
Children are abducted from Russia.
We've got you. Go TV's got more shows. Wanna eat my... my name is DEE MWANGO. I'm from Kenya. Mama, Team D, at least, what time? 11:45. Yes, at least we'll have time here until then. So, done. Yeah, I think that's a good time. At least for us to have a good time with our live stream because we ain't rushing for nowhere. So, let's... That means a lot. That means...
Kwa nini umeprepare nini hizo? Na nini? Hii ya kumeza tu. Hujanunua hiyo?
Sina pesa.
Hiyo nini ya inauzwa inaitwa nini?
Inaitwa seafood one.
Hiyo ni si ya pesa nyingi.
Mami.
Nasitaki kurudi kwa baridi.
Sema tu utaki hiyo dawa.
Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. Congratulations to...
Alafu hii ya kifua iko hapo kwa nini? Kwa draw.
Kifua mama.
Si inakuwa kama uko na homa lakini unakoa na hiyo. Hiyo ya capsule. But mimi nilifikiria ungenunua hii yenye huwa aka kadogo kanaitwa nini? Nimesahau jina. Kozi hii ingine inatuliza tu hapa kidogo lakini haitibu homa.
To him, for example, not even for example, people write to him.
Kama unataka kubrush
that we are not even aware of. So we are also human. I'm just but a human also trying to do my thing, sharing with you, and that's all I do. So don't project your insecurities, what you're going through. You know, I know life could be hard, but don't come and relieve your hatred and your anger and your separation on my comment section. Like, what is wrong with you?
Go to my channel, I'm okay.
You know? So it really doesn't make sense. It doesn't really make sense. I know people could be so wicked, you know, but at the same time, I have a lot of you guys who are really, really nice. And a lot of you guys really go and fight for me like real commandos. Like, to be honest with you guys, I make the videos and I leave them there for you guys to watch and interact. To be honest, I cannot spend all my time reading the comments and replying the comments because I'm always thinking of what's the next video. I need to get the next video put together. Now I'm married. I have to cook. I have to do other things. We have a lot going on. So as much as you feel like, oh, at the comment section, I just want to be so rude. I just want to say whatever. Well, it comes back to you. It has nothing to do with me. So if you don't like my cooking, get in the kitchen, do it the right way. If you're thinking I'm not good enough, go do it even better. Somebody would say, oh, I prefer when you used to travel. Now that you're not traveling, oh, I don't know what. And then I would tell them, now it's your time to go travel. Like, go travel the world. Show us how the world looks like, since you can do it also. So when you feel like somebody...
All right, so that was part of the indication that maybe there was some emotional outrage, but then, of course, to cool it down and maybe prove that it is not actually impacting on her, she actually had to tell people to go get to wherever they get and do whatever it is. But sometimes when you post a video, necessarily expect people to react to it. And what is happening here is when she posts the Jamaican food, for example, she posted rice and peas. This is some food I've seen also in Kenya. People like the Taita people actually cooking. And whenever they cook, you ask about the genesis of that food. It actually came out during hunger time. People preparing it because you don't have plenty rice, you don't have plenty peas, or whether it's beans. So you decide to mix. You mix them up. And of course, there are a lot of people don't like that food. You will find that it's not served in a hotel or whatever. Of course, deciding to cook and show it, maybe it was obvious that she understood people are going to react towards it, because somebody said recently, being controversial on social media is very important, because that is how you create interest. People get to be interested in the controversial information. Unlike if you just post the normality, people will not even want to watch it maybe. And when we see the comments coming out, it's as a result of that controversial video. Maybe she just knew that she was not cooking in the appropriate way, because what I believe is, if she likes cuisines are actually done by people who may be coming from a different culture, but they have just studied different people and how they do their things. And so they come up with a combination of different places, because we have, there is this lady who actually posts her videos and they capture a very high ranking. Of course, recently we learned that she has hired a lot of people from the coast to do cooking from villages near rivers and different places. And they're really collecting a lot of views. Who knows whether she's cooking right or not? It's actually sometimes your own decision to choose how to cook it. And maybe the only problem might be that it was given a name, maybe from a certain culture. And people from that culture automatically will come out to critique. That is obvious. Let's look at, for example, when you write a book, you will think you've done 100%. But rest assured, once you take it to the market, people will be critiquing the writing. Some will talk about the cover, others will talk about the contents. The others will talk about lack of pictures, even when the audience you are writing to don't need pictures. You may actually put some questions and think that the questions will help the students research for answers, and teachers should research for the answers. But you'll get people who are telling you, you have to give us the answers. So automatically when we do anything, when we offer a product on the market, and I think currently YouTube, when you go to the videos we do on YouTube, they become part of the content here, or rather goods or services you are offering for entertainment purposes, informational purposes, or whatever it is. So once you share whatever you are giving, you cannot control what the people will do with it. It becomes a product that is open to the market. The market decides what to do with it. Some will take it back to you. Some will appreciate it. Others will actually twist and correct and want it better. Because, of course, In the world, we have perfectionists, those who believe that there is 150% correctness. There are those who are obviously just looking at it, not commenting. And then we have those who will always say this is not the best because maybe they can't even do what you are doing, but they just want to show you that whatever you're doing is not the best. And then there are those who are maybe prefer certain lines of thought, because even in class, when you're teaching, we have students who are audio. They will not do well when you are writing. When you're just writing the notes, they can't follow you. Whereas there are those who are visual. When you are talking and talking and talking, they wonder who is this and why are you singing the sing song to them. They want you to actually show them something, whether by a projector, charts, any form of aids that will enhance audio visual learning. There are those who are kinesthetic, so they want to touch things as they learn. And we have all forms of, in fact, we have around 6 forms of learning. And therefore, that happens also to be practical to the audience who are currently watching the YouTubes. And I don't think it's right to actually condemn or rather reject and tell them not to do that, because they'll not go to do it. There are people who are just good in critiquing. They won't even do something, but whenever they see what you're doing, they'll tell you, I wish you did this or you should stop this. Some will tell you to stop it, but they'll not give you an option just because they feel they have to talk about what you are doing. So this is something which is very controversial. And of course, we can talk about this forever and ever. Only that I like at some point when she came out to say that reactors are actually working for her. So meaning that all the people, the brands that are out there, and of course people keep talking. We have variety of people and different ways of reacting. We've seen those who come out and do like a commentary. We have those who do in terms of sarcasm. We have those who, different ways of reaction. And depending on their niche love what they do and they keep listening to them. And of course, as you've said, they make something out of it. Just as the critical writers who do critical analysis of books, they have written articles. And out of those articles, if you make it to publish on different platforms, you will automatically earn from it. So it is something that maybe people are battling with, because it didn't start very far off. When you look at commentary, because there is this guy who used to do reaction towards Chinese and the kind of fights, let's say martial arts. Now he no longer does that because the market was thin, and he came out now to do commentary. You realize that he does commentary every day. Like every day he does even 6 or 7 commentaries. And he's earning from it, of course. People love what he's doing. So whether you say it's gossip, whether you say it's negative, whether you say it's whatever it is what it is. And because YouTube actually understand that there is need for reaction, they appreciate it. However, maybe some people will take step by step before they get where they are going. But in all, there are people who are fans of everything. And of course, there are people who are critical, so you don't expect that they'll just sit there and watch and say, yeah, you've done. Of course, when you are posting that, what did you expect? That people will just appreciate and say you're an excellent cook? That is the mindset I think I see in the two of them. They believe that people should just come out and sing, appreciate, say what they are doing is good. But then life would be boring also if everybody would just come out and say that whatever you're doing is good. You can imagine if hundreds of people, all they can do is just to come out and say all you're doing is good. Wow. Next time, possibly, she may be able to do another video to create another meal and be cautious about how it's done, to give the right steps, or maybe even do an inquiry from Jamaica, because that was Jamaican food stuff, right? Yeah. But then, at least, it created also a content for her. I think it's about give and take, give and take. The reactors get this content and do on it, but at the same time when they do it and she listens, or the people who comment, the subscribers, from there now she gets what to talk about. She spent 30 minutes talking about that, and of course it adds up to the video. Let's be real. If this is not reality, that's exactly what I'm seeing here, and we cannot dispute the reality in what I'm actually giving out, because I know When you look out there on reactions, we have volumes of reactions, volumes, if I may say, volumes of reactions. So we can't actually try to crucify the few people who comment. And in fact, when you're doing a video, I've seen there are times even some people just come, pop in, they don't know what you're doing, drop a comment, even tell you to keep quiet or something and then disappear for fun. I think those are just people who are just coming for fun and going by. And at the end of the day, they add up to the algorithm of what we are doing. So I believe there is a lot actually to explore in these reactions. And of course, nothing will stop. They always say nothing will stop reggae, and I believe nothing will stop reaction. Given that it's a niche just like vlogging or entertainment and any other, it will continue and it will still grow. Maybe even other ways of enunciating. I've seen recently, when I look at Banga, what is her name? Well, the style she's actually using, of course, it's more of AI, a kind of using video animations with more likely dressing from the world of the people in Nyabwans and all over the places. Then she's reacting, new style of reaction, I believe. And also I've seen another one, commentator 256. Yeah, for him what he does is just to put there his clip and then continue showing some videos and mix up. Now YouTube is also accommodating whereby there is a live performance that is maybe being conducted, or even politicians or a situation. Then someone comes up with a clip and maybe talks very little, but the rest is shown. So you realize that those are different things that are happening and they'll still continue, whether we like it or not. Let's be real. Let's be real, because as far as we can say, there is traveling, there is whatever. And I see most of these people who used to travel now, they are just becoming the lazy gang. What they are doing, they are also just sitting and doing content. Sometimes when they say they're on live stream, what exactly are they doing? When you come to the live and question and answer, what they simply do is to pose questions and then let people respond, and sometimes they get some space to react. Let's be real. So I just wonder whether she's appreciating the reactors. I'm not sure of the minute. Let me try.
Somebody is not doing enough, please go do it enough. And I'm also
my work is easy because I use
What
ClickUp.
is this? My
Here's how I
work
keep
is
track
easy.
of all my
Clicker.
tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done.
that's what I can say. But guys, there's no need of you having so much hate in your heart, and you feel like you just wanna come and explode. That's not how we prepare rice and peas in Jamaica. But I said I'm cooking my own style. I'm not a professional chef. And people want to vex because of how I cook. Like, really, being an influencer is something so funny. Anything you do triggers people. Like, even cooking. What if that's my style? I don't have to match your style. You know what I mean? And when I see you getting vexed, it's so funny. It's so funny. The lovely hairstyle is number one. Thank you, but yeah. The singing to the beautiful wife, even he doesn't know the words. Bless him. He has to. Today D is a comedian. Just take it because you have no option. That is me. So just take me as I am. D, where's the Lamborghini? This is Holly's 2485. The Lamborghini is in the yard for pickup. Okay? It's ready in the yard for pickup. How about that? Today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Rupert. Cheers. Saying he lost his son because the doctor son because you don't have enough money. Why behind the curtains? And we've been thinking, oh, their lives are so smooth. Watching, please hit the like button at the same time. No matter how human beings would not want to see you win, but when God says yes, No human beings can say no. I would wish those haters can also show us what they're doing with their lives. Because all they want to say is they're better, they're perfect, they're doing good than other people. I would wish them to show us what are they up to. Let them show us what's their progress. Like, where are they traveling to this month? Have they left the country? Just for me, but for my visitors also. People like Janet Harris, when Marsha Thompson, don't like me? Never. In fact, he blesses me even double, and I always tell God, bless me, you'll be able to be answerable and prove that I did employ him. You have to prove. You have to prove. I have my security guard that I employed who works for me. The contract is signed that they are working for me, and that's the truth, But again, even in hospitals, even in schools, even whatever, parents normally go with their children to work. Some days, sometimes. My mom has been a teacher, and some days I could go to where she teach. When I was so young, maybe just for a cup of porridge or whatever reason. To be answerable, not me, because I'm not the parent. So let as he has until I make it. I can't wait. Yeah. Maybe.
Alright, so in that video, of course, at some point, I may not be able to get the specific minutes. She appreciated the reactors, which is very good of her, at least acknowledging that reactors are working up her brand. And I've always said that here, that when people react towards you, anytime I become popular, I would be really appreciative when people are talking. Whether they are talking lies, reality, truth, or whatever they are saying. It is what it is. And because of actually making the name stay relevant, that's what I believe. And that is why many politicians don't even come out to explain anything unless they are called for an interview. Anyway, so let's end there. Adios. I need to make another video and sleep.